Present value and future values have different signs because one of them would be an inflow, then the other would be an outflow. So we have done a calculation to calculate future value when present value, interest rates, and number of periods are given. If the same problem, if we want to calculate present value, so let's change the problem to if I need $1,000 in 2 years, how much should I invest in an account earning 5% interest today? If I need $1,000 in 2 years, how much should I invest in an account earning 5% today? So N is equal to 2 years. I over Y is the interest rate and it's 5%. Future value equals $1,000. Present value, I do not know. PMT will be equal to 0 since it's a lump sum problem. There's no regular cash flows coming up. So how do we do that in a calculator? So like I said, we put in the number first. So we put 2 and then press N. So again, I keep forgetting two things. First, I got to switch it on, of course. And next, I have to clear the calculator. So I'm going to put second and FV. That will clear all the values from the previous problem, all these 5 buttons. Okay, so number of years 2, so I'm going to press 2 and N. So it comes out to be N equal to. Then 5, I over Y. So I over Y equals 5. $1,000 future value. So future value equals 1,000. PMT is 0. Then I have to compute present value. So I get present value to be 907.029. So if I invest $907.029 today in an account that earns 5%, then in 2 years I would get $1,000. That's what it says. So if you want to do another problem, if I have $1,000 today and I want that to double in 5 years, what interest rate should I invest it at? Okay, so I have like $1,000 today. I want that amount to double in 5 years. So what account should I invest in? What should be the interest rate of the account that I invest in? So N equals 5. I over Y, or the interest rate, is what I need to calculate. So that's the question mark. Present value is $1,000. Future value should be the double of it. So $2,000. Remember I told you present value and future values, if one is an outflow, the other will be an inflow. For example, here I have $1,000. So I'm investing that $1,000. I'm putting that $1,000 out of my pocket into an account. So it's a cash outflow for me. In 5 years, the $2,000 is going to come back to me. So I'm going to have this as negative and this as positive. And PMT will be equal to 0, just like other lump sum problems. So N equals 5, I over Y equals 2, is what I need to compute. PV equals negative $1,000. Future value is positive $2,000. I'm going to calculate what PMT is. I'm sorry, my PMT is 0. I'm going to calculate what my interest rate is. So in my calculator, I need to do second and clear TVM. That's going to clear it off. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to switch the calculator back on and do second and clear TVM. So that's done. Now 5 equals N. PV is $1,000, but it is negative. So please pay close attention to this. How do I put a negative on 1,000? So I put 1,000 first. Okay, I put 1,000 first. Then if you actually come down in the very last row, there's this plus or minus sign here. So I'm going to press that. That's going to add a negative in front of the 1,000. Okay. So I put negative 1,000 as my PV. Future value is 1,000. 0 PMT. Now I need to compute I over Y. So compute I over Y. So I get 14.869%, 14.87%. So 14.87% is the interest rate that I should invest $1,000 today to get $2,000 in 5 years. So let's do one more problem using a lump sum. If I have 1,000 today and want that to triple by investing that at 10%, how long would it take? If I have $1,000 today, want that to triple by investing that at 10%, how long would it take? So N equals question mark. I don't know how long it's going to take. I have to compute it. I over Y equals 10%. PV is $1,000. Like I said in the previous problem, we're going to put negative. Future value equals 3,000. PMT equals 0. Okay, so I'm going to put all these in my calculator. So first I'm going to switch it off and switch it on again, and then second future value, because I need to clear all the functions. I do not know N. I need to calculate that. So 10 equals I over Y. 1,000 equals PV, but it's a negative 1,000, so I need to come back and put a negative. I need to put a negative sign and then put PV there. Then 3,000 is my future value. 0 PMT. Then I need to compute N. So I get 11.526 years. So it's going to take 11.526 years if I put in $1,000 today at 10% for it to triple. It's going to take 11.526 years. So I had gone over